trailing 4-0 Lehigh with a pair of runs in each of the last 2 innings. Sandage lifts that one high out towards right center field, moving back towards the gap, towards the wall, and it's gone! A 3-run home run for Paige Sandage. And it's a 1-run game. The second home run of the season for Sandage. And it's a 4-3 ball game. Did not gain a control in the third. A spinning shot is good for Sarah Rogers. Rogers, the third different Leopard to score today. The first goal of the second half for Lafayette. For Sarah Rogers, her 13th goal of the season, second best on the team. This one took a twirl to send it by Hunt. She hadn't scored in 5 games. Now she gets it over to Bennett. Lafayette trying to take advantage. Spallone scores again! Back-to-back goals for Sophia Spallone. It's her third multi-goal game of the season, and all of a sudden it's a 3-goal game here at Fisher Stadium. Jordan Llewellyn is stopped. Here's Abby Nieport. Stopped as well. Some of the big swingers being stopped, and of course it's a light tap that wins it. It's Anna Kleemeyer. With all that power, it was the finesse that wins it for Navy. It's the Mids ahead 2-0 here at the Kirby Sports Center. We'll have the third set coming up. This is the Patriot League on ESPN+. It was Gibson and Stewart up at the top. I don't think either got a piece of it. It looked like it went straight into the net. That one is driven down by Bodman. The 2-time second-team Patriot League player making her presence known behind the Llewellyn sisters. That's the 7th kill of the match for Bodman. Her team's been outshot. They've been outpossessed, trying to get back on the right side of things. It'll start with gaining more in the draw controls. Bucknell the advantage in draw controls 12-8 as the team is watching on to the youth playing out on the field. 5th and 6th grade lacrosse teams out there playing a little game at halftime. Trying to have some fun while these teams are in the locker room. And as you saw, Lafayette got to catch the end of it. And there's some more groups in the stands. It's Youth Day here at Fisher Stadium. So even amongst the rain and the clouds, they've come out in big showings to support Lafayette women's lacrosse. Welcome back to Fisher Stadium, where Bucknell leads Lafayette 4-2. This broadcast of Patriot League women's lacrosse. Let's take a look at some impact players. First, Emily Baird for Bucknell. 3rd on the team in goals, 2nd in draw controls. Leads the team in caused turnovers. She impacts the game in more ways than one. Still looking for goal number 1 today. On the other side for Lafayette, another number 1. This time Sarah Bennett. She leads the team in goals and assists. Certainly all the offense runs through Sarah Bennett, coming off a 6-goal game against American. If Lafayette's going to work back into this one, they're going to look to Sarah Bennett. Chase Bruno will lead things off here in the 8th for Edenton. 2, 3, and 4 in the Steamers order due up in the 8th inning. Chase Bruno hitting 2nd, so he'll lead things off. Bruno 2 for 4 at the plate tonight. First pitch from Patterson misses for a ball, 1-0. Bruno with 2 of the Steamers' 11 hits in this game. He'll swing and chop that one over to 3rd. Moving in his lane, and it went under his glove. Bruno thinks about taking 2nd. He'll stop at 1st. So Bruno's aboard to lead off the 8th inning for Edenton. That one went right under the glove of Bryce Lane over at 3rd. Not a good number for the Sea Dogs. That's error number 7 for Virginia Beach. They've now had 2 from Lane over at 3rd, 2 from Henderson at short, and 2 from Ford at 2nd. It's the first pitch to Nate Paulson's down low for a ball, 1-0. So the Steamers have tallied 11 hits, but not a lot of help from the infield of the Sea Dogs. 1-0 pitch down low, 2-0 now the count to Nate Paulson. Patterson, the fourth different pitcher that Paulson has faced tonight. He had a sac fly against Robert Hatcher, had a double against William Wine, struck out against Jordan Irizarry, and now it's his first time up against C.J. Patterson. So that one's across for a called strike, 2-1. So there's no one warming up in the Sea Dogs bullpen, hoping that Patterson can carry them the rest of the way. With the rest of the way looking like it'll be this eighth inning, the Steamers with a 5-run lead. That one's grounded through the hole on the left side for a base hit. It's the second hit of the night for Nate Paulson, and the Steamers have 2 aboard and nobody out here in the 8th. Trying to add some insurance runs here and build on a 5-run lead. The Steamers were down 4-0 in this game. They've scored 9 unanswered, including a 5-run 7th inning. That included back-to-back home runs from Houston Wright and Tyler West. As Kermode lifts that one high in the air out to center field. Moving back his Keels towards the wall. It is gone! A 3-run home run for Case Kermode. It's his first home run of the season, and the Steamers extend the lead. It's now 12-4 Edenton. 3 different Steamers with their first home runs of the season tonight. All of a sudden, 12 in a row for the Steamers. They lead 12-4 as Jackson Hipp comes up to the plate. Home runs have been a big topic of the day here in Edenton, with the Steamers knowing that the home run derby's coming up in a couple of days. So they had a mini derby to get into the derby. They had that this morning or this afternoon before BP. As Jackson Hipp takes outside. Tanner Thatch was already locked in. It was decided, as each team will send 2 guys to the home run derby on Friday. So Tanner Thatch, who leads the team with 6, not here today because he's at school, as Jackson Hipp is drilled in the back. He'll reach for the 4th time tonight. But with Thatch not here to defend his title, it was decided amongst the team that he's locked in one of the 2 spots. So now there were other guys dueling out for that second spot. It was Houston Wright, Chris Morris, Nate Paulson, Tyler West, Tate Abbott, Jeremiah Boyd, Jackson Hipp, and Cole Bates. Yes, a couple of pitchers in there, and Chris Morris and Cole Bates. So for the guys that hit home runs tonight, Houston Wright had 3 home runs, as Abbott will pop that one up in the infield. It'll be handled at third for out number 1 by Bryce Lane. So the guys all got 10 outs to see as many home runs as they could hit. The older style of the home run derby used in the pros. And Wright had 3 home runs. West had 1 home run. Kermode didn't even participate, and he's got a home run tonight. So it was a pretty dramatic one, as the 2 leaders after those 10 outs for every guy were Chris Morris and Jeremiah Boyd, who had 4 apiece, as Jared Beebe sends that one out into center field. That'll be caught by Keels for out number 2. So Boyd and Morris had 4 apiece, so they had to go to a swing-off. So they added another round that was now 5 outs apiece. Chris Morris went first and got 1 home run within those 5 outs. And Jeremiah Boyd drilled 2 out of the ballpark, and he still had 3 outs to go. So Jeremiah Boyd clinched his spot in the home run derby with Tanner Thatch. And the man that had 3 home runs in that mini derby has a home run tonight. Houston Wright back up to the plate. Wright sends that one high out towards center. Keels moving back towards the wall. This one, he'll make the catch on the track for the final out. The Steamers add 3 more in the inning. A 3-run home run from Case Kermode puts the Clams ahead by 8. We'll head to the 9th here in Edenton. Steamers up 12-4.